and on the other side, it really doesn't look that, it looks ugly. That's what I'm trying to say. It looks ugly. There's no denying it. Look at this. I wouldn't have this in my... Yo people of YouTube, welcome to my channel. I'm Ishe Jindu or Zinyati, soon to be Zimbabwe's top real estate agent, as I already have been saying throughout all my videos. Anyway, pretty much for the rest of this video, you're gonna see a change of clothes into the clothes I was wearing on Wednesday's video. It's because, if you haven't already watched that video, this is a two-part series. I recorded everything on the Wednesday video, had to cut it up because it was too long. Here's the continuation. So just gonna pretty much jump straight into it from number 9. If you don't know already by the title in the description and that it says part 2, I'm gonna be going over the remaining 8 types of sofas out there, reviewing them on a tier list from S to F. Don't know if I have any Fs in the list, but I don't think there's actually such a thing as an F tier list, but watch the rest of the video to find out. And if all of this is pretty much new to you, it pretty much means you didn't watch part 1, go watch part 1. It's up here somewhere or on the side somewhere, or just type it in, help my analytics. Let's get into it. Subscribe for real, like this video, share this video, and let's get into it. Numero 9, the low seat sofa. Or to keep things semi on track and in order, we're gonna say the low seat sectional sofa. We can't just say every sofa we have here, if we're to cut the legs, it's now low seat. We're gonna keep this to the low seat sectional sofas because they usually come from that category of sofas that will cover along the lines. And though I like the style of this sofa, it's not exactly the most friendly couch out there. This is something I picture putting in your entertainment room or your bedroom. It's not something you'd have in your main lounge or place where you're gonna be entertaining your guests. The seat is uncomfortably a little bit too low, and it might look a bit weird for your taller friends to be sitting on, and it's not exactly the most advanced age-friendly couch out there. I'm just saying, if your grandparents go down on this couch, they might not get up. But it's fancy, it looks nice, it's got the style, it's also got the comfort, if you can end up sitting on it. C is fair. I'm starting to lose track. I think a C is fair. C tier. Back to couches with weird names, the Rikema, that's what we're going with. Listen, you look up the names, you tell me how it's done. I'm not going back to look up exactly how to pronounce these things, but pretty much this couch is not, I think it's the weirdest one out there besides the antique. And listen, the antique had the advantage of being the prototype and the granddaddy to all couches. This thing doesn't make a lot of sense to me, and maybe, just maybe, it's because I lack the artistic eyes to be able to envision it in a room and what it's supposed to do, but I feel like it's trying to go for that Cleopatra's couch or Xerxes couch look, but just try to be different for the sake of being different without bringing anything of substance to the table. It's pretty much just a fancy bench sort of thing. That's the way I see it. It's not too good. I can only imagine having this couch at a reception area to semi-subtly tell people, we don't want you here. Detail. Moving on, number 11, the futon. And listen, the futon is what their daybed wishes it could be. This is a couch of class, of comfort, and it's something that can actually turn into a proper bed without compromising on style. The futon embodies the stereotype that the Japanese just do things a little bit better and a little bit more professional. This is definitely another S tier couch, not just because I kept on seeing this couch in every anime I watched, but pretty much this is a good looking couch. It converts into something cool. It doesn't compromise on style and comfort. You can pretty much throw this wherever you want. S tier. So we talked about the low seat sectional sofa, which I didn't exactly present myself a fan of being and gave it a lower grade. Now let's talk about the actual normal sized sectional sofa, which, though it may not make a lot of sense because it's the exact same couch but higher up, I personally think sectional or modular sofas, whatever you want to call them, are the best couches you can have in your home, irregardless of what you want. They're stylish, they're comfortable, they have sitting areas, they have lounging, laid-back areas. You can pretty much have it as a bed if you want to. To me, modular couches are just so cool. It's like Transformers meets Voltron meets Power Rangers, Megazords. You can build the couch exactly as you want it to be. You can have them in the style you want them to be, whether you want it to be more stylish or more on the comfortable side. It's out there for you, and I personally think this is the best couch out there. S tier number 1. We're almost at the finish line, and coming up next is the camelbak sofa. And the camelbak sofa pretty much reminds me of the Cabrio, but it has two alter egos, where on the one side it can be one of the most good looking couches you can have in your home, and on the other side it really doesn't look that it looks ugly. That's what I'm trying to say. It looks ugly, there's no denying it. Look at this. I wouldn't have this in my home if I had to. But the other alter ego, it looks pretty good. It looks awesome. It looks classy. It's elegant. I don't know why there's such a spectrum. I guess you can get a spectrum on any couch you get, but somehow when it comes to camelbak couches, it's really so blatant. You pretty much have a great looking couch or an ugly mug. There's no middle ground. That's it. It looks great or it doesn't. Full stop. And keeping that in mind, if you're not careful or you have terrible taste, it's a B. It's B tier by averaging it out, because it can be F tier or A tier. It doesn't exactly make S tier rating, but it can be an eye-catching, good-looking couch that can almost fit anywhere from the most prestigious rooms to your lounge. Maybe not your entertainment area, but it's a good-looking couch irregardless. 3 more couches to go. We got the English armchair or the Lawson, which are different but pretty much the same, so we're just gonna smush them into one. To be honest, the Lawson, the English couch, are pretty much the typical sitcom couches you see in most family sitcoms out there, from The Simpsons to Fresh Prince of Bel-Air to anything in the middle. This is really the most sofa out there. It has toned down aspects of the love seat where it's more manageable and it's not too bulky. It's more on that streamline, but it's really that homely couch. That's the only way I can put it. It's a homely couch, a couch for the home, not to impress, not to be on a budget. It's a couch that serves its purpose and doesn't stand out much. It's a good looking couch. I think you could do better, but you could definitely do worse. It's a B tier couch. There's nothing special about it. It serves its purpose. You could probably argue that doesn't that make it an A tier or an S tier couch, but looking at it, it's just meh. It does what it's supposed to, and it doesn't add that spice on top. So B tier. Number 15, add another 5. The tuxedo couch, which if you didn't pick it up in the name, you shouldn't even think about sitting on this couch if you don't have a bow tie, a full suit, a monocle, and a pocket watch. The tuxedo couch serves one purpose and one purpose only: to make you look cool. Remember when I talked about the Chesterfield couch and I said this is one of the 2 couches that are just out there fully for the style? That's what the tuxedo couch is. And the tuxedo couch probably steps it up a notch even more than the Chesterfield. This is a couch you inevitably sit on to power pose with your friends, get a photo down, stand up, and go and sit to a more comfortable couch. I'm not saying it's not comfortable, but it's definitely not the most comfortable couch out there, and it's definitely there to just make you look at it, appreciate it, and feel a little bit more upper class than you do in your regular day. The way I see it, when you sit on a tuxedo couch, you're not there to smile or be friendly. You're there to sip your whiskey and smoke your cigar and look damn good doing it. S tier. It looks cool. I want one. Where would I put it? I don't know. You need like a cigar room. You don't have a lot of places where you just throw a tuxedo couch in. You really need to build a room dedicated to your tuxedo couch. And that's pretty cool. And on to our final couch of this discussion, the ratata. I don't know, when I saw it, that's what I said. It's the rattan. Rattan. It's the whatever. It's the couches you always find outside or you find in some restaurants and cafes and hotels that wanted to make it seem like they're being eco-fashionable, when in fact they're just saving on cost for all the people who come and sit on their couches and drop juice or wine or whatever can stain on the couches. This thing doesn't stain, it's made out of wood, so they're actually just being clever. Anyway, this is the only couch you can comfortably have outside in any conditions to sit back and relax in your backyard without it being an uncomfortable bench. It does what it does well, and it's the only one that can do it. Another A-tier couch. I'd put it in S-tier, but it doesn't hit right. And finally, issue of the future, back here again. We're done. All 16 couches that I know of. If I missed any couch, type it in the comments below. If I ranked a couch inappropriately or in a way you didn't think fit right, type it in the comments below. We can have a good discussion down there. But this has been my list. Looking at it the way it is, I'm comfortable with it. I like it. I wouldn't move anything around. I'm still not too sure about the Rikema or Rakemia. I still haven't looked it up, but I keep on looking at that spelling and trying to figure it out. Could be a little bit higher up because I did see a really nice one, which I'll put up on the screen right now, but I still don't see the full purpose of the couch, where you'd put it, what you do with it. It still just looks too novel to be put anywhere higher up. But if you would have put it anywhere higher, type it in the comments below. Yeah. Anyway, I've been your host, Ishe Jindu or Zinyati. Subscribe for real, like this video, share this video. ishejindu@ivafrica.com. If you have any business inquiries, go and check out my website. I will most definitely see you on the next one.